Hey Busters, welcome back to another capsule toy video. So today we'll be opening up the Hercules Lichyi from the, the Kabutomushi 02 from the IkimonoZukan, or the kind of living organism encyclopedia line. So yeah, so this is a 500 yen Gashapon, and it released the last week of December here in Japan. So yeah, this lineup is really nice. I already had two videos showing up, the 5-horned beetle, I think. Yeah, the Gotsune one. So this guy, as well as the, I think it was an actually I thought I didn't get, sorry, the was a Caucasus beetle. I thought it wasn't an atlas, but apparently a Caucasus one is kind of like a subspecies or whatever of an atlas beetle, so it is an atlas beetle, which is cool. So this one, unfortunately, is just another generic rhino beetle like this one, these types. But however, it says Lichyi, and it didn't really say online on the official website that it's it's the same mold. So hopefully it's a different mold, and I'll be able to show you guys because I do have them from the first set. So yeah, 500 yen roll. So usually when you get them, they're sealed in double plastic. So usually in my videos, I already opened them to check. This one, however, I could tell because, let's see, can you guys see it? I'm sorry guys, let me see if I can get the, I want to show you. The brightness is really high, so it might be it's kind of hard to show. Maybe you can kind of see it. Well, I'll just open it up to show you. But here in Japan, you know, lots of machines, so I can snipe these by flashing a light underneath the paper, so you can kind of tell what's coming out next. So for this one, I didn't have to open it because I rolled it. But I didn't have to open it because I knew I could tell from here the yellow. This is from under the horn, and only this specific mold had it. So yeah, there it is. So it's a capsule form. The top part here is the display, so you just kind of pop it open like that. So oh no, so there you go. This part, the top part here, the dome part, is the display, so you just pop it up, and then little ledge here, you just put that in to make the display. So like that, snaps it nicely. And the other side here, this is just a display. So the clear part is the display stand. The black part is just a throwaway piece for you to recycle, as it is used or solely for the purpose of making a ball shape so it rolls in the machine. So that's just recycled piece. And as always, it uses a hexagonal what is it? I don't know, peg here, so you cannot rotate it. It will break. It says so in the little booklet here, not to do it. So, but just to show you, it just pegs. So usually I just grab one side and just wiggle it like so. So it comes out. To do it, you would want one going kind of 90 degrees here, and the other one almost the same, but not quite the same. This one's kind of hard. So sometimes if you can't tell, can't really quite tell which one is it, up or down. So this one looks to be down. Ooh, so this one, so it was already kind of there. So yeah, so it's gonna go, oops, where did it? So it's gonna go like this, and then you want this one sticking out like so, like that. So both of them you just want up, and you want to angle here the inner part inwards this way, as you'll put it here, and then it'll be flying this way to keep the balance this way. But yeah, so here it is. I wonder how this bad boy looks like. Is it any different? So as you can see, oh, okay, so it's different. The horn here is different, so that makes it the Lichyi. All right, that's cool. That's cool. So let's just cut these bad boys open. So I guess just to quickly go over it, here on the back it just says the lineup: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 is the Caucasus o오カブト, the Atlas one. 2 is theゴホンツノカブト, the 5-horn. 3 and 4 is this one, just different color. I got the black one. Okay, never mind. Ooh, I got the gray one. Okay, I thought for sure I got the black one, but it was hidden. And then I was looking over it today, and I was like, oh, I kind of wish I got the gray one, the blue one, just for color. And I got it. Ooh, Happy New Year. Great way to end the year, I guess. So I'm really happy with that. And the 5th one is the Yamato Mushi, the red colored. This one is kind of rare. I'm not 100% sure, but as far as I know, it should just be the same mold as this one, just in a different color. Even though it says color red, this one I think was supposed to be dark brown, but it looks really red. So yeah, and then inside the booklet, let me show you. It just shows you like how to build it and stuff. So it just teaches you how to build. It says, you know, 1 is at the top, 2 in the middle, and 3 is on the bottom for when you're placing the legs, left, right, as well as the wings. What color it was specifically here. Pink is for the right wing, and the clear bag is for the left wing, and how to set it up when you want it flight mode, and the pig. And here it says, do not rotate it. Just take it out. But don't worry, Busters, as I'll show you later, they do have markings on the wings themselves to let you know whether it's left wing or right wing. So, in fact, I'll just quickly show you right now. On the wing here, it's usually here on the connection part. So here, this one is, just get the lighting. So here is the L here. Let's see if it focuses. You want to focus? No? Well, good enough. You can see the L there, as well as the other connection part here. It also says it. So L is right there. So it's not really here. I mean, I don't think you guys really care too much, but the L is written right there. Whereas the R is going to be written on the square here, and then written L up here. So, which I'll quickly show you in a bit. But you know, you slide it in like so, and you have the wing. Simple, simple. And then in the pink one, the colored one, I think, maybe not always the same, but I think it's always colored. You do get this connection port here, which you connect here, like so. Just slide on, and that's where the beetle will connect. So here, R is written right here on the little box here, as you can see, and R is written not in here because it's indented here, but at the top here, right there by my finger. As you can see, R is upside down. And you know, you just kind of slide it in, or you just put it here and then slides in like so. All the beetles use all the Kabutomushi use the same wing mold, so you can mix and match. If you lose it, don't worry about mixing them up. They are all the same. So, and finally for the legs, cut this out. Get out of the bags, and the legs are here. Okay, so these guys use the strong legs. Kind of, you know, nice strong here, nice and thick. I'm not really a fan of the beetles here with the little thin legs. They kind of bother me. They look easy to snap, but it is what it is. So here in the sprue, is where it'll tell you. So here you can see it says L3R, so left 3 right. 3 is the bottom legs. So this, and then you got the set 1 and set 2. So that's how you can tell what leg is what. And here is that nice blue color, although it says blue is really great. So ooh, so interesting. Honestly, I kind of wish it was kind of like a matte finish. You know, as one of the commenters posted in my previous video, like they really like this wooden husk like shell, and I do like the matte one. This glossy one is kind of not too bad, but still it's nice. I kind of wish it was like matte finish, but I wonder why though. Who knows? And of course, you got some great paint apps in here. That nice dark brown, lots of pieces here. So this moves. This piece moves too, but as always, so you can see like the nice gradient color apps here. Like honestly, it's amazing how much effort they put into these. Just color. I mean, sure, it's all probably like, I don't think these are hand painted, but you know, the fact that they even bother doing it here, like, what's the point? Honestly, it's covered up. I mean, I guess it shows up a little bit, but still, that's real great attention to detail and molding. On the bottom here, you can see that. And of course, the head. So just be careful here. You have the little, I don't know what these are, muzzle pieces here. So these connect. So these don't have real left and right, so you just kind of put them in. So you can either choose to twist these off like so, or just cut them off. I usually just like to twist them off, as it kind of like thins these out, and then you get the nub, and then I just kind of trim it or sandpaper it. It's up to you. Honestly, it doesn't make too much of a difference for these ones. You know, at least to me, it makes more of a difference for the legs here. But at least for the top part, you know, I don't really mind too much for the mouth. So, because it's really small, you can't really do much there. So, putting into the head. So as you guys can see, the horn is bent, but don't worry because it is one soft plastic. Although today's really cold here in Japan, so it's a bit harder than normal. But don't worry, it's easy to soften up. You just kind of hair blow dryer or put it in some boiling water for a little bit. Just let it soften up, put it in place, and then zap it with cold water to harden it again. Or just do what I do, leave it, and over like months, like when the weather warms up, it just slowly fixes by itself. The reason is because in the capsule, all the parts are pushing it and stuff, so that's what happens. But honestly, don't worry about that too much, Busters. And so here you just put it, you can't, I thought these were the eyes, but I'm guessing it's not the eyes. I don't know what that is, kind of like the ball thing. Might be the eyes, but it's kind of weird. Do beetles have such big eyes? I honestly don't know. It'd be cool, but someone let me know if it is. So here, right next to this ball thing here, is the ball joint here. You just push this in. So because it's such, as you guys can see, because it's so thin, I don't recommend forcing it in. I usually just push it in here, like put it somewhere here, then use my fingernail and just push it in, because of course the ball part is much thicker, and you know, once it's in, you can't see it at all, so I just use that. Of course, I got pretty small hands, so for those who have bigger hands, you know, you can use like a pencil or just something dull, you know, to push it in. So there we go, like so. There's one. You know, I mean, you could probably use like toothpicks or something, but you maybe just dull it down a bit. Recommend that, you know, because you never want to make mistakes on these. And there, oops. So push that in with my finger. Oops, I thought I got it, but yeah, just use my fingernail here, push it in there, then on the other side here, you know, push it both sides and like so, and is it, there it's go, good to go. Oops, nope. Pushed it out, Busters. So sorry guys. Don't worry if you're wondering, oh, is it that hard? Because what is it, I'm not, you know, I'm just recording this with a tablet in between my arms right here, so I'm not exactly in the best position to do this in the most efficient manner. So there you go. You got that down here. It's kind of in. It's not exactly in the best position, but oh, there it is. I got it in, but it doesn't rotate as much. But there we go, like that. And the horn here will just peg up here to connect it, because you know it's way too long to fit in a little plastic. Yeah, so there we go, and we just push it in like so. So I mean, I'm happy. It's definitely a different mold, at least here. It's got like two spikes here, so I was wondering whether it'd be different or not, because they show it like this. It's kind of hard to see, but definitely different. That's cool. So let's put the arm. So up here, they got the two holes. These are for the legs 1, so we got to look for 1, and this is 3. This is 2, and this here is 1. So let's go starting with left. I remember left is opposite, because you know there. So here is the left legs. There we go. Let's just twist it out and push it in like so. So I generally like to wiggle it, you know, as I push it down, wiggle it, so you know, less stress. Because this is it's not soft plastic, but it's also not like super hard plastic. I don't know what the correct term is. So it's definitely, you know, not super hard, but it is a little soft. So you know, so as always, I just generally push it down and wiggle it in, and then oops, move it about. So move the head about. But yeah, but I would say be careful, like attention to detail. These sharp points are kind of sharp, so you know, just want to be a little bit wary of that. Sorry, Busters. You know, I'm guessing this is why my videos are always so long, because I'm just so inefficient at building these things, despite having built so many. But there we go. Got that boy in, and let's get the rest of them. So I can't remember already. This one is L3, so this is the bottom. Let's just do the top ones first. So let's go with the right side leg. And if you forget, just remember the bottom ones, they always angle down. That's the easy way to remember. Ooh, so this one snapped in quite easily. It's a lot easier, you know, when you have more to hold. The head is a bit harder. And this one goes in here. And finally, the last pair of legs. Just let me twist these off. Like so, and like so. But yeah, these legs. I did notice, for those wondering, when I was comparing it previously with other beetles, some of these legs, they do reuse molds. So this one might be the mold might be reused with another beetle. So just throwing out that there. Honestly, I don't know, you know, if it is if they are reusing the mold, I don't know. Is that a thing they're just being lazy about? Or maybe the beetles themselves just have the same legs, you know? I mean, technically they're all kind of like subspecies of each other, so maybe they only evolved a different, like, helmet, and they kept the legs the same, so I don't really know. But honestly, no one's really focused too much about the legs. Although some might say like, oh, you know, attention to detail and all that. So honestly, yeah, so there he is, all done up. Real nice. Look at that. So it's a nice color, so look at that. Really long too, the horn. Really cool. Really dig this guy. So yeah, you know, honestly, these guys, articulation wise, you know, you guys can figure it out. Ball joint. The head does move up, and interesting, it should have a bit more movement. So it only has about this much and this much, not much. Honestly, I think it should have a bit more, but is that the legs down there? Did my legs push all the way down there? No way. No, that should just be the ball. Yeah, that's just the ball socket. So, sorry, Buster. I just saw down here. It's kind of hard to see. You can't see it at all, but so I think there's just something jamming it there. But yeah, so the head just moves down this much. You can have it this much, or you can, if you force it a bit, you can have it down this much, which is the reason for your wings to open up when you want a flight mode. You know, head movements there. The head here can go down this much, and this much when you want to pinch stuff. Legs, all that. 360. The other one had 360. This one is a bit hard. You can force a 360, but you know, like that. And the legs can go down up this much, and it goes straight up. So, now, if you want all the legs down, you can have it up like so. But generally, I probably just want it all up like that. Although you might want the legs like that when it's crawling like that. That's pretty much it. To show off the wings, all you do is push the head down, so you can have more of a gap here. They suggest pushing this up a bit, because you know it's what's down, you just push it up, and then rotate it out a bit. They said about like 30-45 degrees, up to you. Then you just put the wings in here. So let's see if I can show it off here with so here there is a peg hole here for the wings. You just put them in. Left side left, right side right. I'm not going to try too hard. Oops. So yeah, it's fine though. They do say, you know, if it pops up, this is just a ball joint, double ball joint really, and you just pop them back on here nice and easy. There you go. So I think I just got to move the head a bit more down to give it more leeway. Did it pop off? Nope. Push the wings in like so. Nope, a bit more. There we go. Got the wing. Ooh. Put the shell back on here. Put the wings in here. Push the legs down. Push the wings here. There we go. And you have your wings for ready to fly away like that. Oh, so this one's a bit loose, or rather I just never put it in properly. There you go. And so kind of, oh, the head is kind of in the way, but so right here, if you guys can see, is the peg hole, which this part here pegs into here to give it its flying pose. So let me just adjust this up. Show it to you. So it is a tall boy, so you can't even see the horn. I mean, if I had to move back a bit, so even then my camera could all the way out here. So that's how it looks. It looks really nice, right? So it looks really nice, really majestic with like the colors and the wings. Really love like the clear wings and just the attention to detail to like the veiny parts of the wings and like the gloss. It's real nice. I probably kind of want to head like this to really show off like that. So that's how you get it in flying mode, you know? So on the display, you know, you can have one like this and two, all of them flying. I personally am just gonna have them lowered. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me just move this back here. Oops, wing keeps pulling off. I'm just gonna remove these wings so it's easier for me to pop the shell back on. One, and so I recommend, you know, twisting and pulling or pushing at the same time to prevent breaking stress marks. Sorry, Busters, let me just move this back and move it a bit closer so for you guys to see. So it's kind of like that half the thing. This one, let me just move it. Oops. So it is just on a ball joint here. Move the head down. Get this piece back into the socket. So, oops, just gotta fiddle around with it. Almost. Where is it? There it is. Ah, that's why. It's not, I was never really back into the socket. I was kind of just pushing it like that. So there we go. Like so. So there we have it. The Hercules Lichyi. So as always, a size comparison. So here he is next to a traditional playing card. What is it? Casino playing, trump card, bicycle card, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, not Yu-Gi-Oh, because those are mini, so this is Digimon. So the size here is starting from the bottom. So I'll fix this later. I'm probably just still loose. But starting from the bottom, it's about this much. Up to like the breakage of the horn about, you can almost say. But it's definitely just the head is almost longer than the card itself. So just to give you an idea, if I put it down, it's like this long. It's a real long boy. So like this much. I'd say it's about one card and one length and one width long. So width wise, it's about like this, you know. And if we went from the back, it'd be kind of about like this much. So quite a lot. It's a really big boy. And of course, to compare it with other stuff, well, comparing it with stuff from the same series, because I'm guessing if you guys order this or are interested, you'll probably get more than just the one. So he's about, the carcass here, the shell is about the same, you know, different molds, I think, or maybe it's the same shell, just different colors. So they're about the same. You know, the head is different, obviously, but the shell here is about the same. So definitely feels very, definitely feels different. Like this one is a pure gloss, like it's just smooth. This one is slightly rough, because as you can see just from like the lighting, you can see like here is smooth, but then there's like these slight indentations here with the thick stuff. So that's cool. So that's with this one, the what is it, the Caucasus Beetle, or I'm just calling it Atlas Beetle, honestly, next to the 5-horn beetle, which has much smaller horns, so it does look smaller, but definitely cool. Like so. So this one kind of bugs me. It's definitely off, yeah. So yeah, sorry, Busters. And that one back. And comparing it with the other stuff. Hold on, Busters. Let me just fix the wing off for a second, off camera. There we go. Sorry, Busters. And comparing him with what is it? Beetles of the same mold thing type. You know, this one was from the first one. I can't remember. I think this was the Bruzeni maybe. So here you can kind of see the difference of the beetles. You know, this one's got the long type. So this one didn't really need the extra one. I think this was more reminiscent of what is it, like the Starship Trooper beetles, if you guys watched that movie. So okay, I didn't know this. So this one, it has the double spikes here on the bottom too, you know, the more you learn. So these guys kind of a similar shape. It's almost like this is like a bigger version of this. It has the same here, but the horn here is definitely different. shell wise, I almost want to say like this one and this one have the same shell. They just painted over this one, which is why maybe this one's glossier. Head, this one's bigger horn. Like if you compare it, it's like, oops, the leg got tangled like so, but definitely much longer, definitely different. And Busters, if we compare it, say, with the other one, the Hercules here, let's see, are their horns the same? Let's compare horns, you know, of the boys. So okay, so they're very same length. I want to say the top is the same. I mean, this one is definitely not sharp. I don't know if that's just a defect on mine, but this one is, oh no, that's not true. This one's the same. So can't really tell. They do look different. At least this one's definitely different. Like this one has these rough marking lines. This one just smooth. So definitely different. You know. But as maybe this part is the same, it's probably the same. Yeah, I think this is the same mold. They do look identical. So they probably just reuse this part and maybe even the top, but they just changed the head part here. So, I mean, legs look the same too. So honestly, I think this one is probably just a remold. This one is just remold of this one with just this one change. So that might be the only difference. I mean, inside is always kind of the same, so that's at least my take of it. There might be subtle differences, but as far as I can tell, they do look identical. So, like that. So generally, like for me, when collecting these, I generally prefer I kind of avoid, what is it, recolors. However, you know, like just the horn, this horn itself is big enough difference to justify, you know, getting this. I mean, granted, I didn't really have a choice. I rolled this one first, but still enough that I wouldn't really sell it. I would put it in my collection. There's enough difference, and I really like the color. So yeah, that's about it, Busters. You know what? Let's just have it like this. You know, these guys are here. So this one is the star of today's show. The wings here, and then, you know, in the same set, you can get him with either these guys or this guy. Although I will say, in the same set, you know, you can also get this one. But yeah, there we have it. That's pretty much all the different Kabuto or the Rhinoceros beetles I currently have. All different molds. I'm really happy with that. So today's this guy. Overall, really nice. So, you know, as always, when I go over these, I highly recommend these guys. If you're fans of these, they're nice and big. They look really cool. And just here with the colors, it really separates them from these black ones, so that's really nice. I would say, you know, for those thinking about picking them up, which one I would recommend, it really depends. If you already have some from the first set, then, and you had to choose one to skip, I would say, I guess, skip this one unless you wanted the colors, because these two, the Atlas one here with the kind of Atlas 4 horns and the 5 horns, are really unique and really cool. I'd highly recommend these guys over this guy, but like me having this in a collection, it's different enough to justify getting it in the collection. It looks really nice. So overall, nothing bad to say about these, as always. That's pretty much it, Busters. As always, if you guys had any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment section below, and be sure to get back to you on that. As far as I know, because I just use the official website, there's nothing else, at least for this IkimonoZukan series, that's coming out. However, a commenter did let me know that I think it's them. I kind of googled it, and based on like the product imaging or the advertising, it does really look like it's from the same line, in which is they'll be doing scorpions next. So I'm really psyched about that. So I'll definitely be getting my hands on those, because scorpions, those guys are cool, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it, Busters. Hopefully this video did help you guys decide whether you want to pick it up or not. As always, I usually just said, like, I would say, you know, these guys definitely worth 10-15. This guy, if you already have like these, I'd say he was less of a priority. Maybe like within the 5 to 10 range. Maybe not the 15, because it is similar, but as a collector, definitely you gotta have it in your collection. So I do think, I'm not positive, but I think the other one in the line, that's black, is probably similar to this kind. I don't know if it's a glossy type or a matte type, so unfortunately can't really tell you about that, but yeah. But definitely it will have the same lower horn here. So if you're hoping for all, you're like, I don't like this, wish it came in black, there is a black variant, so just want to throw that out. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it, Busters. Hope you enjoyed this, and hope to see you again next time. As always, this is Buster-kun here, off to find a carnival.